Hey guys, Tom here. In today's video, I wanted to go over a kind of two things. One is I bought a dash cam for the truck, and one of the things that I wanted to do was make sure that I didn't have just wires dangling, down the windshield or even around the windshield, and I didn't really want to have it, go through and have somebody rip out the headliner and have it all, kind of professionally installed, if you will. So I wanted to show my solution on how to not only hide the wires, but then just go through the dash cam install process. And I'll probably split this video up into two parts. One is just the kind of install and initial impressions, and then in a few weeks I'll do an update video on the dash cam and how, just how it's going, how I like it, how it, what I don't like, things like that. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so like I said, I got the dash cam. I was going back and forth between this one, this Viofo A119 V3, and the Garmin Mini. I probably would have preferred getting the Garmin Mini because it's a little smaller and, just a little more of a recognizable brand. But this came up as like an Amazon, one-day deal kind of thing, and I ended up getting it like, I don't know, 40 bucks off or something like that. So it was, just kind of one of those things. They were both very similar in my eyes, so it was like whichever one, went on sale first. Nice thing about this one, it has a screen. The Garmin Mini didn't. And then there's a couple other, small features that are different as well. And then along with that, I ordered this Dongar Technologies Dashcam Power Adapter. So that's what I'm going to use to hide all the wires. I'll show you, how that works and what I mean. So the way that adapter works is a lot of these vehicles nowadays have auto, self-dimming mirrors. And if you look in the back here of the rearview mirror, there's actually, I think it's a 16-pin connector here. And that's removable, and that's actually got power going to the mirror. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that adapter to go in line from, if I can find it, from here, little dongle, it sticks out and then splits off to the cable, so it kind of continues on its way, but then it breaks out a USB connection to plug the dash cam into. So that way we get a nice clean, wire hidden look, very, very, very clean install. So let's open this up and see what's inside. Try this one-handed. All right, so we've got the dongle that I talked about, which goes from the 16-pin connector on the mirror to both USB and then 16-pin connector out. So that kind of is the dongle itself. You could probably make this yourself if you're good with soldering, heat shrink tubing, connecting pins and things like that. But for the price, even though I have all that equipment and it wouldn't be that difficult, just the convenience factor was worth the cost for me. And then what else is in here is very short little USB cables for two different USB styles for the different cameras. So that was really nice of them to include that because the cable in here is probably going to be super long, and then you'd have to cable it up and everything. So let's bust into the camera now. All right. So we've got the actual dash cam itself. Not too bad. It's still pretty small, fits in the palm of your hand pretty easily. And I guess it does include GPS, maybe? Yeah, looks like it does. Nice. Let's see what else we got in here. Read before installation. We don't need that. Just kidding. Electrostatic sticker. And you've got the user manual. And a whole slew of... Oh, they did come with a somewhat shorter cable. Not as short as the one with the adapter, though. Maybe a scraping tool to pop it off after you put it on? It would help if I actually read the instructions before I went through all this. Yeah, see, this is the big, long cable that I was telling you about that I didn't really want to use, so we'll get rid of that. Multiple adhesive mounts, so that's nice in case, you have to reattach it somewhere. Or, if you've got multiple vehicles, that would work as well, probably, because it looks like it's pretty easy to pop off. Looks like some cable, little management stickers. Maybe I'll use still one or two of those, just to, even though the cable that came with the adapter is pretty short, it'd be nice to at least, hide the cable, even though it's short. And it looks like some, your normal, adhesive stickers and cleaners and things like that. So yeah, let's get into the install. So the first thing we're going to do is reach up here, and sorry about the camera angle here. I'm going to just depress this little button in the middle and then pop it out. And then we'll take the dongle. All right, so like I said, 16 pin connector here. Help if I don't drop things. And then, oops, sorry. That goes in like this. It should, yep, looks like it popped in. Make sure it's nice and snug. And then this will go into the existing connector on the mirror. So at this point, the mirror is hooked back up. So all we've done is we've added this little extension dongle, and all that power is going back, going to the mirror, still just fine for the light sensor and all that, and the, self-dimming mirror. All we've done now is we've added this little USB adapter, kind of thing. So I'll probably try to zip tie this up because it's kind of hanging down, which is annoying. I almost wish it was up top of here, but we'll reattach that so it'll kind of stay hidden a little bit. But you can see that it's got power because there's a little blue LED inside as well. We'll see if that's annoying at night, but I'll follow up with you on that one. All right, so if we go back to that sheet that said read before installation, there really isn't much there other than some funny English. To prevent manufacturing errors, please test all the cameras and accessories before installation. Pretty sure it's too late to prevent manufacturing errors at this point, but yeah. Okay, guess we can throw that out. So the first thing I'm going to do is use that electrostatic sticker just to clean it. I've been going back and forth on where I actually want to mount it. Originally I wanted to hide it back here, behind the mirror, so it was like, just not even visible. But there's, buttons and, a screen on there that I kind of don't want that, completely, if we just do something like that, like I can't see it at all. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll put it up here. That might be distracting, so maybe I'll put it over there on that side, because then if I need to get to the screen to make any setting changes, it's not going to, it'll still be accessible. It won't be hidden behind the mirror, but then it's also not going to be distracting to me having a screen up here all the time that I'm watching. So yeah, I think I'm going to mount it over here. All right, before I actually mount it, one quick tip. I just realized, so there's the USB port on the side of the camera, and then there's USB on top of the GPS unit. I don't know if you can see that or not. It needs to be plugged in. If you're using the GPS module, it has to be plugged into the GPS module. So, hold it up to the windshield and see where that cable is going to be, because otherwise you may end up accidentally putting it in a place that you don't like. The cable could be sticking out, or it might, hit something up here. So check that first, with the cable installed before you actually mount it. So it's not really mentioned in the manual anywhere, but so this sticker is actually not for cleaning like I thought. A lot of like adhesive, kind of things come with like a cleaner thing to get all the dust off. This is actually to go on the windshield, so that way you don't have a permanent, 3M style adhesive on your window. It'll actually stick to that, and that way you can actually peel the whole thing off without leaving any residue or anything on your windshield. I'm not sure how well it's going to stay up there, but I'm going to try it. It seems reasonable not to, leave a bunch of residue on your windshield. All right, so I got it mounted. Like I said, let me see if that'll focus. I did use the little static cling thing there. You can see. So let me get this all plugged in and see if it powers up. All right, so powered right up. It's complaining that there's no SD card in there, which is because I didn't actually put one in yet. So let me grab an SD card and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, apparently my SD card is bad. I couldn't format it on my PC or on this. Let me pop this old one out. So we just got a different one. Pop that in. All right, and then I'll start it back up. Okay, so do you want to format all? Yes, basically with any camera like this, you always want to format it the first time you use it. Oh wow, that was fast. Nice, and it's recording. So yeah, like I said, I'll divide this up into 2 video parts, but the first part is just kind of the installation and more just a generic, you know, a creative way to wire up a dash cam on the F-150 without running a bunch of wires down to, you know, other USB ports and, you know, running it in 12-volt lines and things like that. I think this is a really nice, clean look, you know, without the wires all over the place. And, you know, but as you can see, dash cam's right there, you know, out of view and, you know, just nice and hidden, and seems to be working just well, or, you know, just fine. So yeah, I'll once I've used it for a little bit, I will, you know, follow up with you guys. But you know, so far so good. So one quick thing about using this dongle off of the mirror, um, it looks like the, you know, and it makes sense, you know, that mirror is basically only on when the ignition's on, so it's more like an accessory line. If your dash cam supports like parking modes where it like looks for like motion and things like that and does time lapses once you're parked, if you use the dongle that I mentioned in this, then I don't think that feature will work. I think you have to wire it up into a, you know, a constant 12-volt source, that kind of thing. But to me, you know, where we live in the country, so you know, I'm not parking anywhere where it needs to be running. And then, you know, not to mention the fact that I like this clean look, you know, without all the wires and without having to have it, you know, installed through the headliner and everything like that. Just easy plug and play. And, you know, if that's the feature I lose because of that, not a big deal to me. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you do look at this dongle and, you know, look at getting it for yourself, then you may lose that feature. So, you know, just something to, you know, be aware of. That's all. So other than, you know, having to replace the SD card, which I kind of suspected that one was bad anyways, because I think that's why I had a spare one. But other than replacing that, everything went fine. That adapter that I bought, you know, works perfectly fine. And the camera seems to work just fine as well. So I will put a link to the dongle down in the description below. Once in a while, they're sold out on Amazon, so I'll put the manufacturer link in as well in case you can't find it on Amazon. And then I'll put a link to this this camera on Amazon as well, just in case you guys are curious about that one. And then, like I said, I will follow up here in you know, a few weeks, and you know, just kind of give my thoughts, and you know, I'll show you some video quality, you know, both during the day and night and things like that, and kind of give it a proper review. But yeah, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, you know, leave them down below as usual. And otherwise, just subscribe to the channel, and have a good one. See you guys.